What is up, Karma Nation? Welcome back to another edition of our Prizepicks Player Prop Podcast. I'm your host, Joey, here with my newly redeemed co-host, Ethan. Last slate, he was a idiotic co-host. This slate, he's a genius. Little backstory here. 2 days ago, on Wednesday pod, he gave out the lock of the century. Nuggets money line. And guess what? They lost, of course, because Ethan sucks at gambling, and they're a West Coast team on an East Coast road trip. And the lovely thing about that is he said he'd give away $100, and that is going to one of our lucky prop subs today. So if you signed up yesterday, if you catch this pod, you got in on the giveaway. Turn that $35 a month sub into $100. We're going to do that live on stream today, so no funny business. So we'll see what happens there. But he did redeem himself yesterday on the pod. He gave out a new lock of the day instead of lock of the century, which was Steven Adams over 7.5 rebounds and Anthony Simons under 28 fantasy points.
Yes.
Adams reached 8 rebounds. He did not play in the fourth quarter and probably did not play halfway through the third quarter because I'm sure you saw the final score of that game. Largest win margin in NBA history, 73 points. The Memphis Grizzlies beat the Oklahoma City Thunder without Ja Morant. Granted, they did not have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander either, but they dropped 150 points without Ja. The Thunder dropped 79, I believe, somewhere in that range. So pretty embarrassing showing from the Thunder, which led to some people. I know some people did get it at 8, unfortunately. So they did push there. But another perk of being in our Discord. You get this video right away. You get the notification. And we dropped that play for our prop subs, so you didn't even have to watch this video. So you got his lock of the century in right away.
Yeah, I sent it in Discord during this video. So
it might have moved before the video even came out because we got so many subs. They moved lines, unfortunately. So perks of being on our Discord. $35 a month. You don't have to watch us on stream because I know we are ugly and stupid. So you don't have to watch us.
I'm actually good looking according to a study, but that's another story. And also, Joey, you never asked me how I'm doing today. Which kind of hurt my feelings. I'm not going to lie.
I'm sorry. How are you doing? Let me restart all this. What is up, Carmination? How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. So I had something interesting happen in the middle of the night to me, Joey.
In the middle of the night, huh?
2:30.
I don't know if I want to hear it.
No, it's PG. So 2:30 in the morning, I get a notification, an email, saying that I have a missed video chat from you at 2:30 in the morning.
From me?
Which, Joey, I totally understand. I am one of the most attracting males in the state of Texas.
False.
But Joey, you cannot keep calling me at 2:30 in the morning for a booty call.
It's don't believe
not
it.
happening.
That's
Joey.
Just extremely
false.
false.
I have proof that I had a missed video call from you at 2:30 in the morning. You cannot deny that.
Was this Discord video call or a FaceTime video call?
Email, Google.
Google, huh?
Yes.
Well, Google Hangouts. Hey, I was ready to record another podcast. I was excited. We swept last night, so I was just excited to get on another pod with you.
Okay. Well, just so you know, I go women only, so don't get any ideas that I'm looking for a booty call from you.
Hey,
because I'm not.
You live 1,000 miles away from me, so no booty calls there. I wouldn't want one either. You might have a study that says you're beautiful, but I don't know who did that study, how many women were sampled, but. I doubt that's a false study. Too many, huh?
Yeah, too many. But Joey, let's talk about last night because last night was a killer night, baby.
It was
sweet on
glorious. I was nervous because NFL wasn't looking too pretty. But that Taysom Hill 70-yard touchdown that got Zeke one more carry or two more carries, and he popped off and got his over for us for the Prizepicks sweep. I believe 4-0 on 2 plays, and then. We hit that 4 play. We dropped in the Prizepicks Discord for free, and we dropped it in our Discord for free. So everyone got that for free from us, luckily. So maybe that helped pay for one of our prop subs. But great day. Projections. We showed it on the video here. Top 2. We only had 2 30% projections, I believe. Those both hit. the top points prop projection hit and the top fantasy points projection hit. I think both top two did hit. I only played the top two. It was Mitchell Robinson. I know it's Julius Randle for the 2 fantasy points, and then the top points was Zach LaVine. So all those hit.
One thing I want to add, Joey, and here's why you need to be in our Discord and why you need to use our projections. Once RJ Barrett got ruled out yesterday, guess what the top 2 fantasy point projections were?
Julius
Randle over and Mitch Robinson over fantasy points.
And they bumped Mitchell Robinson down for some reason.
So they bumped him down. So Mitch Robinson actually became the top fantasy point play on our projections yesterday once Barrett got ruled out. And Randall was 2. So, and both hit easy money. So there's just no way. I mean, our subs did amazing yesterday. Hopefully y'all did amazing because, you got to see our projections on this screen. But last night was one of the best nights we've had in a week or two, to be honest with you, because we usually have one or 2 days like this where just everything hits. And it feels so good when that happens. But I am very happy with how the projections went. The top 5 overall projections went 4 and 5 yesterday. Chris Paul was the only miss on rebounds.
And that was down at like 21%. So there wasn't a huge edge, but they still did hit those top 5.
Correct. Exactly. So I'm very happy with how it went yesterday. I know you are. I know subs were extremely happy yesterday. The free stuff we gave out to the Prizepicks Discord, they were extremely happy. I don't think Chris and Brett are too happy with us today as they woke up, but that's okay.
Chris is very happy. Brett probably wasn't too happy because he's the Lions maker, but I know Chris is happy with us. He gets our Discord.
Chris happy.
Yeah, he runs their Discord, so I know he's happy. He loved my idiotic co-host comments. I know that. Calling you one of those. Right. But yeah, Discord's popping. Brett's just not too happy, but maybe he'll win back some money tonight. Because you sweep one night, you probably come back, have a worse day the next day.
Yes. And Joey, I want to put out a reminder real quick before we jump into NBA. College football championship starts tonight. I gave out a free play. On Wednesday we did pod, Joey? Tuesday, Wednesday?
It was Wednesday. It was the pod you talked about the Nuggets.
Yes.
So you can go back and watch that if you'd like.
Go back and watch it. But just a reminder, Bailey Zappa, he plays tonight at 6 p.m. Central Time. Discord, we got him at 332 passing yards. He's now at 384.
380. He was 370 something last night too. Everyone's
been touting the over. Yeah. Karma had it first. We raised the number first. I still like the over on this number, but if you want to play him, lock him in now because this game starts in about 3.5 hours.
I'm excited to finish off my week with a win. Bring it home for us.
I will. So, but let's jump into projections, Joey. We got a big NBA slate tonight.
Let's throw these up real quick here.
Yeah, throw those up real quick.
All right, they are up.
Yeah, so we have a big slate tonight, I believe, don't we?
Well, actually, before we get into this, should we do our giveaway first?
Oh, yeah, do the giveaway real quick. I'm too hyped up.
I got the wheel of names up here. Let me make sure it's showing well here. So I assigned all the prop subs just a number instead of actually showing their Discord name. Keep a little confidentiality for them. But so we got everyone. We got a number assigned to all our subs. A little over 200. So we'll spin this wheel here, and then I'll compare it to my sheet and see who won. So let's do a little spin here. What number do you think it's going to be?
I'm going to guess 152.
Ooh, it is number 2.
Oh.
Wow, let's throw up where's my sheet here?
Who's the lucky winner? Me? Do I get to pay myself?
It is not you. It is Building the Wall in Discord.
Hey, Building the Wall. He's been a long time sub. He's been with us for probably 2 years now or so.
Yeah, and he's been a props. He was an MVP sub, and now he's been a prop sub ever since it started. So he's been supporting us a long time. So happy for him.
Major congrats to him.
Yeah.
So I will tag him right now in Discord, letting him know he won.
Yeah, congratulations. And you can send him over a nice 100 piece. I'm sure he'll be happy about that. A little bankroll booster. Maybe pay.
Yeah.
He lives in New York City, so maybe you'll pay for his dinner because it's very
Maybe
expensive there. So
I just might. So, but Joey, let's hop into NBA now. What do you say?
I am excited for another NBA slate. After Wednesday, I lost. To be transparent, I lost all my props. Blowouts, injuries, foul trouble. Thursday, hit all my props, and you hit all your props. So, might have a nice 50-50 day. Still profit,
Thank you.
but of course, we'll be as
Well,
transparent as possible.
yeah,
Um,
no, I appreciate that, Joey.
yeah,
I've been carrying you on my back for a while now, so it's nice that you finally stepped up yesterday.
you only
Um,
hit one prop. I hit most of the props.
and,
Yours was the lock of the century, so I
yeah, I
mean,
had the luck of the
you
century,
only
so
needed to post one prop. Easy
exactly.
peasy right there. But I had to
So
post a bunch just to make sure I hit at least one.
yeah. So the first thing though I do, Joey, every morning when I wake up. You want to know what I do the first thing in the morning when I wake up besides use the bathroom?
That's what I was gonna say.
No,
What do you
I do
do?
use the bathroom when I first wake up. I go to our awesome Bet Karma page, look at the live odds tab, and look at the odds for the day. Look for blowouts, what possibly could be a blowout, what looks to be a close game. And I'm not really seeing any blowouts today.
That is beautiful because we had
I don't,
two yesterday and we had a bunch the day before. So
yeah, the only line that's not showing is the Atlanta Hawks 76ers line. That's because Tobias Harris is, we don't know if he's playing or not. But other than that, the biggest spread looks to be 8.5 for the Boston Utah game. And I don't really agree with that line. I think it should be a little bit closer because Boston's a pretty good team, even though I know Jalen Brown is out today, I believe.
he should
But
still be out.
Tatum can still score. He's really good.
Yeah, if
Um,
Tatum has a good game, that's they might actually win. But if Tatum has a bad game, it's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, so I'm not going to worry about blowouts tonight. I don't think we need to. If a blowout happens, it happens. We can't predict that. But that's how I'm looking at props for today. Is I see the lines right now. I don't really see any possible blowout games. So with that being
So there
said,
is so last game Dallas and the Pelicans did play. That game did blow out. But as you can see, I have the live trends up right here. It opened at 8 points. Dallas was 8 point favorites. Even with the last blowout, Dallas is now 6.5 point favorites. So people are playing the Pelican side. So people aren't thinking
well,
it's going to be a blowout, even though last time it was a blowout.
Porzingis is out.
That'll do it. That will probably move the line. I guess that
Porz-
news didn't come out when it opened, so that does help. But it's Luca, so Luca might be a stud again and drop 50, 60 points.
He might. He might. But it's funny that we're talking about that game, Joey, because I see Devonte Graham number 2 on our projections for percentage differential.
Yeah, we were talking
I
about
like.
before pod. We love that one.
Yeah, I love that play a lot. One thing I was telling Joey about that I've noticed when he plays the minutes, 29 minutes or more, he's hit this number in 16 out of 21 games this year. A lot of his unders have been when he's played very few minutes, and a lot of that's because of blowouts. And like I said, I don't expect that game to blow out with no Porzingis. Um, Dallas shot lights out in that first quarter in their last game. They were like 17 for 21 from the field. They had, I think, an 18-point lead after the first. So there was just no coming back for the Pelicans in that one. But Graham still had 6 assists in that game. I know we haven't projected at 4.43, so the difference is only 0.93. But I think 3.5 is way too low. I would have them probably round it up to 4 or even 4.5. But that is my favorite play. Just looking at the top 5, 10 right now is Devonte Graham over assist.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Even though it just hasn't hit that 30% mark, it's not always about the percentages. It's not always about blinding, trusting projections. Even though it's a top one, if it was a better slate, it wouldn't even be up in the top five, probably. Maybe not even the top 10. But yeah, I do agree. That is probably my favorite prop as well on the day. Based off of low numbers, I can also sort by just raw difference. One thing that popped up to me was Joel Embiid. He's a fourth projected player. Oh, I guess his line moved from 22.5 to 23.5, but I still like that there. Tobias Harris was absent from shoot around this morning, so they're going to be missing Ben Simmons, obviously. He hasn't played all year. And then Joel Embiid, so we'll be alone without Harris. So as long as Seth Curry doesn't go extremely off. I have the numbers right here. Harris has missed 3 games so far. Embiid hasn't been amazing. He played the Bulls twice and Detroit once, so easy center matchups. He only had 18, 19, and 30, which doesn't wow you at all. But I still love that number. I feel like he's going to get up high. This time, Seth Curry did have 22 points one game. And the other game here, Seth Curry dropped 23, Tyrese Maxey dropped 20, Shake Milton dropped 16. So he wasn't really needed to score that much. So I feel like that's going to change this time around. Embiid should be scoring a lot more. And coming off of that 3 for 17 scoring nights the other day, I feel like this is a nice bounce back spot for him today. So it was pre-pod. It was the second best based off a difference, but after this recent projections update, it is now the 4th best. But it's still something I'm eyeing up this week.
Yeah.
This is the number 1 projection right here. We're talking about pre-pod. Herbert Jones under 19 fantasy points. I don't know if you want to touch on this a little more, but it's not something we love.
Yeah, just note that's a very risky play. That's going to come down to how many blocks and steals he gets in this game. He's been getting a lot lately. He averages almost 2 steals a game, a block a game. So he's averaging about 2 to 3 block steals a game. I just can't play somebody like that who is dependent on blocks and steals. Because if you play the under 3 block steals, he's going to go over. If you have his over and he only gets 1 or 0 to 1, he's going to go under because he just doesn't produce a lot in the points, rebound category, assists, and he also in close games doesn't play a lot of minutes. And I expect this game to be close, so I just have a hard time playing his over. So for me, that's a complete fade, unless we get some injury news to break or something along those lines. The other trap, Joey, I want to kind of touch on real quick is Deshaun Tate assist prop at 3.5.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm going to tell people right now to fade that. We need some Rockets injury news. Green is still out, but Porter Jr. might be back, and if he is, that would take a hit on Tate's assist. And if for some reason Porter is not playing, then I think Tate over assist is probably a good play.
Yeah, he's gone over. I was looking at 3 straight games, but before that, he rarely went over at all.
Correct, but I don't believe Porter did not play last game. I know that for a fact. So that puts some more usage in his hands.
Yeah, let me pull up here.
And Green has also been out. So that also takes away some, that puts more usage in his hands. They just don't have much in the ball handling category. So Tate, with these guys missing, he's playing a lot more, I want to say point guard, but he has the ball in his hands a lot more. And he's actually been playing really well. So, like I said, if Porter misses, I like the Tate over assist. But if Porter plays, then I would fade the prop. I would not play the under because he can still hit the over, but I would just fade the prop in general if Porter plays. And I believe he is questionable last I saw.
Yeah, Porter's played the last 4 games. Obviously, last game he did get hurt, and Christian Wood did get hurt midway through. So he almost did drop. I think he had like 80 fantasy points. He had 32, 10, 7 with 7 blocks and steals. So he did really take over just because Houston has nobody else whatsoever. I don't even know they're playing Orlando, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
So no real blowout risk there. But you don't know. Orlando's actually a pretty good team, right? They beat the Nuggets, so.
You're not tricking me into placing a bet there, Joey. Not happening today.
So Orlando money line, lock the century this time?
Tempting, actually. Very tempting, but no.
But if you look at Jayshawn Tate, last 3 games he went over assists, and then before that, like 12 straight unders and 1 over in the last 20 games. So that is really basing it off of previous games. Jalen Green, he's missed a decent amount, right? How many games?
No, he's been gone for like a week.
Oh, so the 3 games he's gone over right here. Jalen Green's been out all 3 games.
Yeah.
So it's the Jalen Green's differential right there. Big.
Yeah, but I would say if Porter misses though, then Tate over assist is a extremely strong good play.
Correct. Yes.
If Porter plays, I'm personally going to fade, but I would probably play the over. I would not play the under if Porter misses. If that makes sense.
Yeah, let me see. I have potential assists pulled up right here for Devontae Graham prop. Let me see real quick. Tate, the last 3 games, he's averaging 10 potential assists per game. I usually like that average of about 50% rate. So he should be averaging around 5. He's averaging around 6.5. So it should go down a little bit. But yeah, I do love Tate. The numbers do speak for itself there. He's getting enough assists for it to be sustainable. That's the main thing. People could get assists, and it's not sustainable at all because they had 5 potential assists. So that means a potential assist is a pass that leads to a basket, which could potentially be an assist. Says it in the name. So they could just be 5 for 5, 10 for 10 off assist. But normally, if you're passing it leading to a jump shot, those potential assist to assist ratio is much lower than say you're getting pick and rolls where it's just leading to a layup. So yeah, Tate's been averaging enough. He's been getting 10. He got 12 potential assists the last 2 games, and then the 3rd game ago he got only 6 potential assists. So I mean the potential assists are trending in the right direction. The usage is trending in the right direction. So yeah, if Kevin Porter is out, I definitely do like that over. Like you said, and if he is in, I would just fade it.
Yeah, so the other thing I want to look at is, so you go if you can go to the points props, and then do differential, and you'll see Collins and Embiid are the top 2.
I've been screwed by Collins a lot.
A lot of people have.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have. He has hit in 7 of his last 10 games.
Has he really? And yes. 3 of those games, I believe I played. The 3 losses, I think I played.
Well, Joey's going to make a promise to the people right now that he will not play John Collins tonight. So
isn't it the only 30% differential on the slate? So I kind of have to, right?
Yeah, maybe. I like Embiid a lot, though, Joey.
Yeah, I mean, no Harris. I assume I might do Embiid and Graham. That might be
so right now. So looking at our projections, we have Harris projected in, and we have Embiid at 26.40 with Harris projected in. Imagine what that projection is going to do when Harris gets ruled out. That's probably going to jump to close to 30 if I had to guess.
Correct.
On our end. So
it's Atlanta. Atlanta, even though their numbers have been decent on the bigs, they're not good defending bigs.
No, not at all. So I personally is probably going to run if Harris gets ruled out. I'm playing Embiid points in almost every prop.
Who's their power forward with Embiid? Oh, so Matisse Thybulle will probably start at power forward. I might avoid John Collins. Matisse Thybulle is one of the top defenders in the league.
Right.
But I wonder if Collins' projection does go down if Harris goes out, because Thybulle will most likely be starting.
Possibly.
See, I haven't even looked at Thybulle. He's not someone I even care about. He's playing.
For right now. So I'm going to give the people a play right now, Joey.
Let's hear.
I'm locking it in right this second so people know I'm playing it. I'm playing Devontae Graham over assist right now. That's at 3.5 because you agree with that number, right, Joey?
Correct.
We're not waiting on any news there.
We are not.
And I'm just going to lock it in with Joel Embiid at 23.5.
You know, I just said that was going to be my main play, and now you're just going to steal it from me. So
yeah. Well, that's the karma lock of the day.
The karma lock of the day. Let's go a little. Where is Embiid? I do not have this pulled up on my computer, so I'm scrolling through my phone. Can't control F it. We need a little search bar there.
Joey is struggling today.
All right, I got that. Both those locked in there. 100 buckaroos. Nice little average cash play. I'm locked in.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You like it a lot. I don't think it's dependent on any injury news, to be honest with you.
Oh, and you haven't dropped it in our Discord, so I get to drop it in our Discord first.
Not really.
Boom. Just dropped it in our Discord. Boom. Haha.
Gotcha. If it misses, then it's on you.
But it's not going to miss.
Yeah. So those are my two favorite projections today, Joey. I think they're your top two also. We got one other thing I want to talk about while we have the projections up, Joey, and that is the promo that Prizepicks is running today.
Ooh, that is true, and I got some data to back up our plays, at least for the Luka play. Steph's kind of tough. So if you are not in the Prizepicks Discord, you can go through the app to find the Discord group there. They have a Discord-only Follower Friday, so they let the Discord decide what player first and then what stat second. So they listed a good amount of players. You got to pick the emoji with it. If you're not familiar with Discord, you can react to things. So you react with an emoji. So the fans, I wanted Joel Embiid, and
I did too,
and Luka, but everyone picks Steph and Luka, which is fine. Steph's a little tougher than Luka. And then next we got to pick the stat that went with it: points, assists, rebounds, threes, fantasy points. Assists were chosen for both of them. So let's pull up our projections here. Let's sort by assists.
Yeah, I like the Luka play a lot.
And guess what the top assist prop is? Luka under assists.
Hey!
We have him projected for 8, which I still think might be a little too high. For a 9.5 line, I have StatMuse pulled up right here. Luka with and without Porzingis this season. 12 games versus 5 games. Luka is averaging 9.5 assists with Porzingis, and he's averaging 6.2 assists without Porzingis. 5-game sample size, which kind of makes sense. You lose your complementary player, a good scorer, your assist will go down. Kind of obvious. Now we pull up the 5-game logs here. The minutes have been fair. 34 in 4 of the 5 games. One game he only had 26 minutes. So we can kind of throw that game out if you'd like. He went over 9.5 assists once, and that was against Sacramento, which we all know he hates, just because if you guys don't know that backstory. Draft day, the Kings drafted Marvin Bagley because Vlade, who's I believe the GM of the Kings, does not like Luka's father. So they passed over him. So Luka was picked 3rd by the Dallas Mavericks. So now Luka always goes up against this Kings. Even though he had 23, he had 8 rebounds and 10 assists. So you know he's going to have a big game against them. Had his best FanDuel points. He had over 50 against them. So those other 4 games, he had 7 assists, 5 assists, and 4 assists. That 4-6 game obviously came with the least amount of minutes, so you get the least amount of points, least amount of assists. Not the least amount of rebounds, because rebounds are kind of harder to predict with guards than centers, which is kind of why I avoid them. I'll let the projections do that for me, just because I have no idea how to project guard rebounds. We'll never figure it out, so I avoid them, let the projections do the work for me. So that is what why we are liking the under on Luka. I'm glad Porzingis is out, so then we don't have to worry about the 50-50 prop, because if you pull up him with Porzingis, we saw that was 9.5 assists. He went over that in half the games. So really a 50-50 prop right there. So instead of 50-50 prop, we get a nice edge of a prop. So we like the under there on Luka assists.
Yes.
Do you want to touch on Steph assists or let the projections do the talking for that? Because I wasn't a big... that was a tough one for me.
I don't have an opinion on Stefan Curry's assist. We have him projected at 5.92. He's 5.5 on the board. That is a very tough call in my opinion. So they're playing the Suns again, Joey. And for those that you don't know, Curry looked like total trash against the Suns last game, back on November 30th.
Correct.
I have to imagine, I believe the Warriors are at home tonight.
Pulling that up right now to check.
I believe that is
That's
correct.
also on ESPN. So it's a
Yeah,
nationally
so
televised game, which means a lot more.
yeah, so I personally believe he will probably want to shoot more than he will want to pass the ball, especially after his trash performance the other night.
That was a Jordan
That
Poole game. That was a 28-point performance. Oh, wow. Curry shot 4 for 21. Not good.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. He shot really bad. The Suns are coming with what 18 game winning streak. Um,
No book still, right? Is book out?
yeah, Book is still out. I think the Warriors want to come in and just
That's why it's a 7-point spread. Makes sense.
yeah, I think the Warriors are going to come in, play some really good defense, going to shut the Suns down. Like I told Joey the early pre-pod is when teams play back to back like this with nobody else in between, usually the opposite happens of what happened the first game. So I would not be shocked if the Warriors put a stomping on the Suns tonight, stop that win streak. Curry probably goes for 30, 40 points in this one if I had to guess. Um, so I lean probably under on Stephen Curry assists just because I think he shoots more than passes. But it's a true toss up prop. So just go with whatever you feel is best for it. Um, that's all I can say, Joey. I just don't know what to do with this prop.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough prop. I know before that Suns game, Curry had been getting a decent amount of assists. 6, 8, 10, 8, 6, 5, 10. So he's been going over a good amount this season. Tough to call. Games he does go under. He had 37 points. He had 40 points. So as long as he doesn't go nuclear, he usually goes over his assists. So he's gone under assists. Let's see, 5 times it looks like this season, 5 or 6. It was that last game against the Suns, and then 3 of those games, he dropped 37 plus points. He had 37. He had a 45 game, and he had a 40-point game. So obviously he's going to shoot more, less assist opportunities for him. Even if he's getting double teamed, he'll still jack up threes because they'll still make them. So as long as he doesn't go nuclear from scoring side, I would lean over on assists. And we do mention this because follow Friday. I forgot to say this in the beginning. 4x your money instead of 3x on the 2-play power play. Make sure you power. I don't know what happens if you flex. Maybe you get 2.5. I don't know. But I assume it's just power plays. So you get 4x your money. So instead of turning 100 into 300, you turn it into a 400. Nice little boost. I think it comes as promo funds. I might be wrong.
Correct. So yeah, it's worth the stack because it's 4 extra money, but don't go crazy on it just because it's a true toss up prop. Luka, I feel confident in him going under, but I just don't feel super confident either way on Curry. But data says over, my gut says under. At the end of the day, I'll probably trust the data over my gut because data usually hits more than my gut does. But that's where I'm kind of sitting right now, Joey. So
Yeah,
and you would agree.
I would agree. Yeah, trust the data. dfskarma.com/props. Get you right there to the checkout page for monthly sub. See all this data. You only get one look at the data. Data updates throughout the day. So something could change.
Yes. So very, very important, Joey. This is why we stress be in our Discord. Just it's $35 a month. It's not that expensive, and you'll make that money back easily. You have a whole month too. They add props throughout the day. This gets updated multiple times throughout the day. These top props you see now will probably not be the same top props come 5:30, 5 o'clock today. And there's probably going to be some good ones added that we will probably play a lot too. So just be cautious on how much you play now. And what I tell people all the time is, and this is why I do this full time now, attack the edges. Patience and attack the edges. Don't rush. Don't put in a lot of props early because injury news happens. Late news happens. Stuff occurs that you get some very good edges like we saw with Mitch Robinson last night, Randall last night. Those were great plays after Barrett got ruled out. So just be patient with the props and wait for everything to update, get the numbers, and then lock in your plays. That's my biggest advice to people.
Yeah, you might lock in a play If you're following bankroll management, you're not going to play a lot of two plays. So you might lock in a play early that you like. But that play, a lot of times the lines don't move very much on Prizepicks. So you can most likely get that play later in the day. So you want to save your two plays for the edge. Usually these 30% props do stay there. We usually add more and more. So like Collins, I've been screwed by him a ton. He's the only top prop, basically, if you go basing off of 30% or more. I've been screwed on him by a lot, so I'm not going to lock it in right now. I'm going to hope something gets added. Because I don't want to play that because I've been screwed by him. Many people have been screwed by other players, so they'll avoid him. That's someone I just don't want to play. So I'll hope something adds up. I mean, it's 4 o'clock right now, my time. Lock is in 3 hours.
I promise you this. Definitely happen. I promise you this. If Harris gets ruled out, Embiid's projections will go up to probably close to 30. He will be if Harris was ruled out right now, our projection would probably show Embiid around 30. He's at 23.5. That would be probably the top prop of the day.
Yeah, and I'm sure Prizepicks will probably move this number up to 25.5, so the difference will still go up. Difference percentage actually might stay the same. But our raw difference will most likely go up for sure. And those higher numbers are never going to show up. Like, if you're looking at the difference percentage lined up right here, you don't see any props over 20. You see the rare 19 line right there. Usually you won't even see that. Usually it stays below 15, especially because this percentage goes all the way down to 15% right here. Normally, especially on these bigger slates, these bottom tier plays will still be like 25%. So if you sort by just difference, that's when those bigger numbers do pop up, like 33 fantasy points for Miles Turner. We like the under there. Embiid points, 23. All the top differences are usually higher numbers. Like you see 33, 23, 23, 28, 23, 21. Usually these difference percentages are going to be the lower numbers because one difference on a 3 prop is going to be 25%, but a 1 difference on let's do some easy math, I guess, a 10 prop is only going to be 10%. So
yeah,
all depends. Doesn't mean the play's better or the play's worse. You got to weigh both of those and decide where you want to go, because you can't just blindly follow these things. You still got to do a little research. But apparently blindly following, we've been tracking it. Blindly following does work. I don't know if it works long term, but currently it's working. So maybe you can just blindly follow it.
Yeah, I don't, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, Joey, we have any other housekeeping we have to do before we log off this awesome show where I'm amazing?
Let's see. Well, you don't have to lie to everyone. You're not that amazing.
I mean, we're going to be back tomorrow for a football pod.
Yes, This was supposed to be football, but there's not a ton of props up. The top props right now aren't favorites for me or Ethan right now, so we're going to let the data get a little more and see what happens there. And then we'll be back tomorrow. Make sure to comment anything you want, comment your favorite prop of the night. We'll respond. But again, we're 40 minutes in, so maybe only 5 or 6 people are watching right now. So no one's probably going to comment because they hate us and don't want to watch. But at least they'll drop a like for us. Subscribe, turn on notifications. If you're not in our Discord yet, it's free. dfskarma.com/chat. Easy to get in, it's free, so just type that in the URL. dfskarma.com/props brings you right to the props checkout page. So you just click right there. Easy to subscribe. So you can subscribe to our YouTube and you subscribe to our props. We have a ton of members. Lines do move. We'll drop a play in Discord, and then we might talk about it on the YouTube right here. The YouTube. Just like Ethan's college football prop. And it moved by the time... it moved like 10-15 minutes after you posted it. So, yeah. But the lines are still good. I got them in a little worse, but they were still even better than when we talked about it on stream. So jump on in to Discord, Premium Discord. Watch our YouTube channel and win some money. And we will see you tomorrow for football.
Yep, tomorrow it is. Good luck tonight. Let's hear some more success stories tomorrow. See ya.
See ya.